صباح النور، صباح الخير مشاهدينا مباشرة من مقر الحدث إكسبو 2020 دبي مع قصة ريادة أعمال جديدة. ضيفتي تمضي معظم وقتها في مجال الابتكار الاستثماري، سواء في دعم المؤسسين ورواد الأعمال أو كمستثمرة ملائكية. فهي الأمينة العامة للجنة قيادات النسائية العالمية التابعة لمنتدى الاستثمار الملائكي للأعمال التجارية العالمية، كما أنها رئيسة لجنة الاستثمار لمنتدى النساء العالمي الاستثماري التابع لصندوق الاستثمار الملائكي. يسعدني أن أحاور في الاستوديو اليوم رائدة الأعمال الكندية لوسي تشاو، المديرة التنفيذية لمنتدى الاستثمار الملائكي لأعمال التجارة العالمية. Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Hella.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. Lucy, like we were saying now in the introduction, and apologies, it's in Arabic. We were saying talking about your background, how much you're so much involved as an investor and also a strong advocate for entrepreneurs. What triggered you to do, because I know you had a different background,
yes.
And then you decided to take this path.
Yes.
I would love to know more about that.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we've both been here for a while, and I guess, you know, in the 15 years that I've been here, I've evolved as the startup entrepreneurship ecosystem has evolved in the UAE. So I started off as a director with the Women Angel Investor Network, so that gave me my first introduction into investing. And so now I'm both, you know, I'm an LP in various funds, both here and abroad. And I sit on the investment committee with the WBAF Investment Fund. So, you know, I think my point is always start small, and then you will feel confident and you'll grow. So, you know, it's so important in terms of if we start with one premise, and that is that entrepreneurs are the bedrock of every economy. So if we believe that, then I always say whether you're an individual, a family office, a VC, a corporation, you should allocate a portion of your fund to investing in startups.
Absolutely.
Right? Because if you don't have that startup money, then you know that bridging of innovative ideas and entrepreneurs and allowing their ideas to grow and become a company, that never happens. And I wanted to mention a very exciting initiative, hashtag 2022 Female Angels, and this is just launched, and the whole goal is by the end of next year to have 2022 female angels.
Amazing, amazing.
Right, in a database.
So what's the hashtag?
A hashtag again? 2022 female angels.
2022 female angels.
And then there's a list out there, right? And there's an opportunity for people to reach out to these angels.
Super. Mentioning this, you're also heavily involved and having a crucial role in the World Business Angels Investment Forum.
Yes.
Tell us more about this forum and your role in that.
Sure. So WBAF is an affiliated partner with the G20 Global financial inclusion. And so because of that, we have a very simple premise. We're working collaboratively to empower the global economy. So that's our North Star, right? Very, very simple. There's representatives in over 100 countries, and what we're doing is utilizing this platform to bring together policymakers, heads of states, VCs, entrepreneurs, angels, everyone, incubators, everyone in the startup ecosystem.
So a whole ecosystem to bring it together.
Right, in each of our respective countries to make sure that we're amplifying entrepreneurship and helping entrepreneurs, and again, with the focus to ensuring there's at least the first money in angel money. But for instance, we had a huge event here. It was an inaugural global event. 70 countries took part. Ours was held right here at the Expo Exhibition Center.
Congratulations.
It was fabulous, and it was probably the biggest in-person out of the 70 countries. And the whole focus, again, was to bring in stakeholders. And so you'll start seeing it in the global calendar. So it's the World Business Angel Investor Week. So it'll happen hopefully every October.
That's amazing initiative. I love that. Like, I love, we have first initiative hashtag 2022, and this one, it's like, congratulations for that. So Lucy, you've seen you see all the phases when to empower entrepreneurs.
Yes.
From before the planning to the strategy to the execution to seeing them grow and successful in like all the phases holistically from end to end.
Sure.
What are the top 3 elements of entrepreneurial success from everything you witnessed before, during, and after?
Sure. You know, first, I guess I would say, okay, number 1 would be people. And so you can imagine, you know, companies go through many different phases, and you need to make sure you have the right people at each stage of your business. It might not always be the same people. And this is actually, as an investor, we're often asked, what do you look for in a startup? So we also look for the founders. You know, can they execute? Do they work well together? So this, again, people will always be what makes or breaks a startup. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I would say metrics. So this is beyond the normal KPIs. It's, you know, normally we would say, okay, is the entrepreneur focused on their end goal? But I'm asking for more granular information. I'm saying, okay, are you a data-driven company? And if you have the right data, you should be able to be utilizing that data to make all of your key business decisions, right? If you've got that's going to, again, that's going to determine whether you can execute the right way or not. So, but lots of companies don't focus on that. And then I guess lastly, I would say adaptability, or perhaps the ability to pivot. We talk about this a lot. You know, you're lucky if you know, have a great idea and you have never had any challenges where you've had to change your course, but that's not the real world. And if you're able to adapt and pivot when you need to, then that will ensure, you know, the survival of your company also.
I love it. So people, matrix, beyond KPIs, granular information, and the third one, adaptability and the ability to pivot. I hope like the audience will benefit from that. I love it so much. And Lucy, I know, like you mentioned, you've been in Expo, so you had this event. How you're seeing Expo empowering entrepreneurs? And I know you have amazing examples, if you can share with us.
I've got so many examples. I'm so excited about how well this Expo has been executed. So, you know, obviously when a country decides to attend, it's a huge investment. And I can see that the majority of pavilions, let's focus on the countries, the majority of countries have actually integrated into their designs of their pavilions space for business networking, pitching, business development in general. So whether it's Canada, the Netherlands, Philippines, South Africa, Expo Live, these are just some examples of pavilions I've been to and been invited to, where the focus has been trade development, cross-border collaboration. It's been fabulous. So there's a genuine focus on return for the countries after the event. So let me give you some more examples. I'll be working with the South African Business Council in January to put together an event where it will be held in Expo Live to do pitching, 6 of their top startups, and then we'll go to the South African Pavilion, and the whole intent is to introduce them to the ecosystem here. So not only investors, but people that can validate their business model, potential business partners, and so forth.
So it's within the event, and do you have like follow-up after that, like to maintain this like amazing networking?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think every event that I've been to, right, there's been a focus on making sure that the international relationships that have been built are maintained. And you know, it's actually allowing people to come back again for further talks. And so this is really key to cross-border development of any company and any size.
And now your event is the January one.
So this one is January. There is another that I know of, and that is with the Canada Trade Commission Service and the World Trade Center of Toronto, and the Canada Arab Business Council, and they're bringing in a whole delegation of just smart city-based companies.
Super.
Right, so that's fabulous, and there's going to be many fabulous entrepreneurs that will be part of that, and again with the goal to validate their business models, maybe look at market entry strategy, and obviously meet potential business partners. So what I've just given you is maybe less than 1% of what happens at Expo every day.
I'm sure.
Right? It's just phenomenal.
Well, like fabulous examples. Thank you so much,
you.
Lucy Chow. I would like to thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Helen.
Thank you. وهلا بنعود لكم زملائنا بمركز الأخبار لاستكمال فقرات إكسبو هذا الصباح.